Hey everyone, Greninja Media here, and today I'm counting down my top 10 Fire-type Pokemon. Fire-type Pokemon is one of the 3 starter Pokemon that you can choose to take in your adventure with you, and today I'm going to be counting down my top 10 favourite of that type. So without any more delay, let's get into today's video. So at number 10 of course is Rapidash. Rapidash is just an overall cool Pokemon, and the reason it's on this list is because I remember seeing Ash riding on Ponyta and then having it evolve into Rapidash, and I just thought it was really cool how it just evolved into Rapidash, and I like Rapidash's design. I think it's one of the coolest fire type designs. It's so simple yet so cool, and I think it would be higher on this list if it had more screen time and if me and it had more playtime, because I never really used Rapidash in any form of way throughout the games. But yeah, without any further delay, let's get into number 9. So at number 9 we have the very cute Vulpix. I just loved Vulpix in the anime, and I love how Brock took it under his wing. It's so cute, yet it can pack a punch. We've seen it in the anime. It literally destroys when used properly, and that's just something I love about Vulpix. Plus it now has that really cool and honestly maybe cuter form in Alola, so I'm kind of stuck between the two of which one's cuter. But purely because Sun and Moon isn't released, Vulpix, just its normal form, is on this list. It wouldn't be any higher if the Alolan form was here, just I'm struggling to decide which one is cuter. Let me know in the comment section below which one you think's cuter. But while you're doing that, I'll move on to number 8. So I'm going to keep this one sort of short and sweet. I love Entei, I love its design, I love it in the movie, and before we go, oh, Entei copied this, Entei copied that. Technically, Entei is the original. I just want to get that out of the way. And out of the trio it has between it, Raikou, and Suicune, Entei's my favourite. Plus, I love that it's a pure fire, so of course it was going to be on this list. So let's now move on to number 7. Don't even waste your time saying you didn't expect Arcanine to be on this list. Of course Arcanine was going to be on this list. It's a dog that's a powerhouse that's a fire type. What's not to love? As a kid I used to think Arcanine resembled more of a lion than a dog. So, I kind of struggled to like it. But then when I realised how much of a dog it was, I just loved it. I love dogs. And Arcanine is a dog. It's a big fire-breathing dog that's a powerhouse if you have it on your team and you train it right. So of course it was going to be on this list. I just love it. It's awesome. I'd have one of these in real life if I could. You know what, that's a great idea for a video. I need to note that down. But anyway, before I get into all that, let's move into number 6. Before you hate, hear me out. Moltres is a really cool fire bird. It has the same typing as Charizard, but it actually makes sense. Charizard does not make sense. It should be Dragon. But I'll get to that later. Moltres is just a great design. It's simple, it's cool, it's badass. And could you imagine if this thing got a Mega? Especially if it looked like Charizard's. Holy crap. I would literally crap myself if I saw it in real life and it had a Mega. I would legit, I would pretty much rather come face to face with Freddy Krueger than come face to face with this thing in a dark alley. I would literally pee myself. I would be terrified. And yet, I would love it because Moltres is just cool, and to have it have a Mega, it'd look awesome and badass. What's this? Eevee's evolving into Flareon. I remember like watching a playthrough of someone doing Pokemon Red, and that came up and I was like, oh my god, he evolved it into a Flareon. The reason I'm saying that is because Flareon is my second favourite out of the 3 originals, number 1 being Vaporeon obviously. But Flareon still is freaking cool. I remember seeing the 3 Eevee brothers and thinking, wow, I'd love a Flareon. It is the one, in my opinion, out of those three that looks the most like Eevee. It changes its colour to red, it gets fire typing, but yet it keeps its cool kind of fur, whereas the other two change completely. Jolteon gets spikes, and Vaporeon gets a thing around its neck that's, I think, supposed to resemble like a mermaid kind of thing, but I don't know. That's for another video. It's just a very cool Pokemon, and they got it spot on. And the fact that it's part of the Eevee tree is just better, because it means I can get it if I get an Eevee. And I love Flareon, so if I catch an Eevee in, like, say, X and Y, if I want a Flareon, I can have a Flareon. It's just that simple and that cool. Okay, so we're starting to get into the Pokemon I love, and Torchic is one of them. I remember playing for Diamond and picking Torchic, because why not? And did I really just say Diamond? Sorry, not Diamond, stupid boy. I remember playing through Sapphire and picking Torchic as the second star. I think it was second or first. Definitely Trico was last, because I didn't like grass types at the time. But anyway, point taken. Right? Torchic was either the first or second Pokemon I ever had for that reason, purely because I decided that while playing Diamond, is why I thought it was Diamond for a second there. While playing Diamond, I did play through Sapphire as well, so I played through them both at the same time. But I played Sapphire 3 times before I played the Gen 2 games. And that's because I wanted to get experience with the 3 starters, so that when I chose my Gen 2 starter, I could, choose wisely. And Torchic was just a great impact on that, because I loved it. I loved its starter evolution because it looked so cute. Its middle evolution, to be fair, looks like something that's out of a Karate Kid movie that just went wrong. I'm not a big fan of its middle evolution, but its final evolution, Blaziken, yeah, I'm a fan of that. And then you have Mega Blaziken, which is just a freaking powerhouse and awesome. So yeah, and Sapphire and not Diamond. Need to keep reminding myself of that. Cyndaquil! I absolutely love Cyndaquil. I'm sorry, I had to get it out of my system. When I see Cyndaquil. It was the first starter I chose during my gold playthrough. And I did go back and choose Totodile. Don't get me wrong, I chose Totodile. If I said it was the first one I chose, then I'm wrong, because Cyndaquil was the first one I chose. And then I just got up to its final evolution. I was like, best evolution line ever! Of course, that's completely wrong, because there are 2 higher spots in this top 10, so whatever. But still, it's still an awesome evolution line, because they got it right. They got it right, and they don't do that often. And it looks freaking cute as hell, and then it evolves to look cool as hell. There's nothing wrong. So don't take on Cyndaquil! Ha! Did you think he was going to be number 1? Well, he's not on this list. Sure, Charizard's badass and cool, and I really do like him, but he's not my number 1. But let's talk a little bit about him. So Charizard is the Gen 1 starter that everybody completely loves. I absolutely, not adore, but love. Somewhere in between, you know what word I'm looking for. Ash's Charmander in the anime, before it became a douche, and when it evolved into Charmeleon, and then became more of a douche when it evolved into Charmander. Yeah, now that I think about it, why is Charizard number 2 if it becomes a douche? Anyway, so we're not talking about Ashes, because his is a, well, as I said, a douche. But Charizards all around the place are badasses. And let's be honest, the Megas, they got spot on. I used to prefer X, but now Y is just my bae. Y is my bae. I'm sorry, X, move over. Y is bae. Anyway, talking about Charizard, he's a freaking badass, he's a tank, he can fly. He doesn't have the typing of Dragon. I know he gets it when he Mega evolves into X, but why does he not have the typing of Dragon? I could literally make a whole list about Pokemon that are just wrong. But that's not the list today. And let's finish this list with number 1. And so number 1 is Chimchar! I love Chimchar. I mentioned Pearl, which should have given things away. But Chimchar is bare, it looks so cute. His middle evolution looks sort of cute, sort of badass, and then like, whoa, Infernape plus Ash's Infernape Rex. Did it not defeat 3 Pokemon in the league? How the hell did Ash not win? It beat 3 Pokemon. Infernape should have wrecked the whole comp. Never mind. Whatever. Ash just a bad trainer. Whatever. I don't care anymore. We're not talking about Ash, we're talking about Infernape and Chimchar because one's a badass and one's so cute. How can you not love Chimchar? It's so cute. Like, if it was sad and it was crying, you just want to give it a hug. Sure, it might burn the hell off you, but you just want to give it a hug. If I could have a Pokemon in real life, this thing would be near the top. Purely because it's cute. It's so badass in its final evolution, and it can wreck house if you command it to. So guys, that wraps up my top 10 fire-type Pokemon. Let me know what type you guys want to see next in the comment section down below. And let me know if you actually agree with this list, if you disagree with it, or whatever. And let me know what fire-type Pokemon is your favourite. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe so you never miss an awesome video from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.